Cue the booing. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to start my podcast with like a sound audio of people booing. Instead, maybe an audio of people clapping. Yeah. I'm back. What's up? I believe this is episode 7 of the Quaranteen podcast season 2. Yep. I'll be honest with y'all. I did not actually expect this podcast to have a season 2 because I thought we'd be out of the pandemic. Currently, on the day I'm filming this, it is Christmas. Yep, Merry Chrysler, everyone. That's why I'm wearing red. I actually had like a cute little outfit to wear, but then I felt kind of stupid in it. So I'd rather just be comfortable than dumb. So, yeah, Merry Christmas. I'm having a good Christmas. Hope you are too. Hope you're having happy holidays or whatever you celebrate. But this episode isn't really about the holidays, even though I'm filming it on Christmas. I know I said that this podcast was going to be weekly. You can all laugh now. It's not weekly. I'm sorry. Yeah, just life has been interesting, to kind of say the least. It's been a ton of fun, though. Life, heard of it? I don't really have one, but I do, though. This podcast will just kind of just be a general update about my life, about kind of just school in general, and just kind of a hey type of podcast. Yeah. First up, I kind of want to just reiterate, if you know me, hi. Oh God. No. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'm a junior right now in college, which might be surprising if you just clicked on this video. But I am. I'm 20. I'm a junior in college. Just finished my first semester. I'm studying screenwriting, so film technically. CTVA if you're cool, Cinema and Television Arts. I go to a college, I'm not going to say which one publicly because there's actually been an incident. I have this mini microphone that I got. It will focus, maybe not, maybe it won't focus on it. Anywho, it doesn't work. I don't know how to figure it out, so I'm gonna just maybe hold it, even though it doesn't work. So that's very fun for me. Oh gosh, are you gonna focus on me? Sorry that my camera's been out of focus. It just does that, okay? Anywho, I got this little cute thing for Christmas for my friend. Thank you so much. Shout out to Angel. Then I got these cool socks. Don't really want to show you my feet, but I got some cool socks. And since today was Christmas, I'll just tell you kind of a little bit about what I got. I got some clothes. I got some new clothes. I don't know if anyone notices this, but my style and like my clothes are kind of the same because I like what I like and I wear what I like. It's not that difficult to understand. But what's crazy is that my style has kind of changed over the past couple years. I used to just hate everything that I didn't want to wear, and that's kind of what's happening now. I feel like you just kind of go in through phases. Anyway, this phase for the past couple years has been like pullovers. This is kind of wrinkly, but it's cozy. It's really cozy. I got this actually like 6 years ago, and the name of this place actually changed. So I'm not like sponsored by them, but I do want to get a cat soon. And this place has cats, animals, dogs. They're an animal shelter. Animal Society? I don't know. I don't think they put down their cats or anything. That's a sad note to start off this episode. But I think they're all good. But kind of the future update of my life. I don't really stick to one topic. But my family is now looking for a cat. So if anyone has any cats, let us know. We have a cat. We have 2 dogs. Here's the thing. When I was growing up, people would be like, are you a cat person or a dog person? Well, I grew up with 2 cats and 2 dogs. When I was really young, it was Duke and Duchess. And then they passed away when I was 2, so not much emotional attachment. And I had 2 cats, and then when I turned like 9, got a dog, Adara. Great, amazing little baby dog. And then then in 2011 we got Ajax. That's my home dog and my boy. So then I still had 2 dogs, 2 cats. Well, kind of. And then the 2 cats passed away. I don't know why I'm giving everyone the details. And then in 2017 we found a little cat. It's not that little, and she's still around. She's a cat, but she's not like a cat, you know what I mean? Like, she's there. I'll give her that. But she's like an outdoor cat, and we've been feeding her for way too long, and she comes in sometimes, and she's kind of like my mom's cat, because she lets my mom pet her and not really anyone else. I'm too scared to pet her. Anywhoosies, so about, like, I don't know, a year ago, I guess now, jeez, we tried to get 2 Siamese cats, but they were like, abused and stuff. So this is a great story. They were abused, so like we couldn't even like touch them, not in a weird way, but we couldn't, like, they weren't like normal cats. So we tried them out. We had them rescued them for like a couple months, and then my mom's friend, who's like an actual nurse or an actual like person that like does that, she has a bunch of fucked up animals, if that's safe to say. Sorry, Gail. Took the Siamese cats. So now we have 2 dogs and like a half a cat with the cat we have now. She's been getting nicer over the years, but she wants to just fight the dogs, which doesn't make any sense. I mean, Ajax is loud and annoying, but the cat legit has no reason to fight those dogs. She's a little specious, if I'm honest. So Christmas has been rough, you guys. I can't even say the word rough around her because she starts thinking of the dogs. So, yeah. Anywho, me and Mom and Dad have been kind of like, we should get another animal soon. And we've been kind of hyping ourselves up about it past couple of days, being like, we're gonna get a cat, we're gonna get a cat, we're gonna get a cat. So anywho, this shirt is a place that I know has cats and dogs and animals. Yeah. So, the more you know. So, I just want to talk about this semester. I can't believe I'm a junior. Like, I legit have not even processed 2020 happened, and now we're going on to 2022. I know it's not even talking about the semester. I just can't. I legit have 3 more semesters left in college. And then what am I going to do? This isn't paying anything. Not that I really wanted to. It's more for me. But I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared of the real life. The real life. It's like when people say the Google or the Facebook. I'm scared of the real life, if I'm honest. So college has been good for me. Anywho, this semester, since like COVID exists and it still exists and it's getting worse. Oh my god, we're not even going to talk about that. This semester has been hybrid, so half my class has been like online, and then half of them have been in person, kind of. It's a really weird schedule, but I actually kind of like this semester. But as I predicted, because I have a big brain, people are going to be more busy than normal, because here's the thing about, like, if everything's on campus, everyone's on campus all the time, so like it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. You know, you're like, oh, you're at the library? Bet, I'll meet you there. Or like, where's an event? Oh, and the USU? Okay, cool, I'll go. You know, just kind of everyone's just there. So the vibes are different. And then if everything's online, you're like, hey, you can join this Zoom call at 7, being like, okay, yeah, I have nothing to do. But if it's hybrid, you don't know if someone's at school or if someone's at home. And it just kind of complicates things just a little bit too much. So anyway, my first class. Getting to my classes and my grades. I took Theater 325 with my professor. I almost said his name. Don't know if I can, but he was really cool. Anyway, that was Mondays from 11 to 12:15. What I did this time around that was smart compared to last semester was not take any 8 a.m.s. Because, I don't know. I think I just thought about it, and I realized I'm not going to wake up that early, or if I do, I'm not going to be like physically and emotionally ready to just get slammed with knowledge. So Theater 325, it's called like World Drama Performance, and I thought like, oh, world, I know what that is. It's flat. No, imagine. No, I'm not a flat earther. It's a pear. No. Did you know Christopher Columbus actually thought the world was shaped like a pear, not flat? Anyway, I don't know if that's 100% true. I just watch TV, and I think it's true. And it's on a good TV show, actually, so I'm not just, like, believing everything I see. But, Adam ruins everything, shout out. I might do an episode on that show, on the main channel. Not soon. It's just on the list of video ideas to talk about, because I love that show. And I rewatch it pretty regularly, because I like to learn and laugh. Yeah. So anyway, theater world drama performance, I thought we would actually perform. This class is actually not towards my major, it's my GE class, which is interesting because I'm a theater minor. But no theater majors could take that class. But I'm a theater minor, so I'm cool. So I took it because I wanted a GE that relates to something I like, and that class just sounded interesting. So I thought we were going to be doing a lot of performing. No, bestie, no. We just read a bunch of plays, and honestly, I'm not mad about it. I actually read the plays, so I tried to do a play a day. There's like this thing called a play a day, where you read a play a day. Not that complicated. And I really thought I was going to nail it this semester, being like, besides like everything else going on in my life, I'm going to read a whole ass play. No, I did that over summer, or I don't know, maybe 2 summers ago. I'm losing track of time. And I made it to 12 plays in a row. Not bad. Not bad. Sadly, though, none of them were the plays I had to read in this class. But I did hear of a lot of the plays I read in the class. We read Medea, Lysistrata. I basically just really like the Greek plays because I'm Greek. And that was very interesting. And as like an actor or performer or whatever, you kind of just have a list of plays and things that you want to do. So definitely that has grown in taking this class, which is really great. The class wasn't that hard. It was just like a midterm and a final. Then every couple weeks we would just have to write a little thing about one of the plays. Then a 10-page research paper. And I did mine dead ass on She's the Man. And honestly, I think it's a pretty decent paper. I mean, I did spend a few days on it, but also I did low-key rush the ending because I made like an outline for it, which was so big brain of me. But then also like time, and I really just didn't want to do 10 pages. It was like 8 to 10. I think I did 9. Yeah, like just like fully 9 pages, like a works I did. So like 10. I did mine about She's the Man because we had to read Twelfth Night in the class. So She's the Man is an adaptation of Twelfth Night, if you didn't know that. And then in another class, we had to watch Twelfth Night. So I was like, wow, I really know this bitch pretty well. Good for me. So I wrote my paper about Twelfth Night, but also kind of related it to She's the Man and how Shakespeare can be relatable to this age range and kind of our Gen Zers, basically, by movie adaptations. Did you know also 10 Things I Hate About You is a Shakespeare adaptation of... I'm on winter break. Just Google it. I really can't think right now. Yeah, so it was a cute little paper. Did take me a while, like 8 hours or so. Not that bad. I was watching She's the Man while doing it, so... that's my favorite movie growing up. That's kind of why I became a film major on the low, because of Amanda Bynes movies. And now look at me, fucking studying it. While people are watching like Quentin Tarantino movies, I'm like, She's the Man is a great movie and I want to make more of those. Hopefully one day I'll get to. Anywho, the next class is actually the class that I watched 12th Night in. It's CTBA, Cinema and Television Arts. 320, this is like the beginning, no, not the beginning screenwriters class. It's like the intermediate one, I guess. It's called screenwriting, I think. But basically I had to write a whole ass script, not like 120 pages, but like 60-ish, 45 to 60, and then write a treatment. This class was pretty fun. Oh, and going back one step. Theater 325, I got an A. What up? Oh, because also sometimes in class you would need a reader to read, and I would always be like, yeah, because I thought this class would be like more acting. And it wasn't, so I just kind of like, I'll read. I want to do a little bit of acting. So, yeah, I got an A in that one. In 320, I got a B+. Straight up. I'm a little upset. I mean, I kind of get why. I wrote a script. It's called Payback. Kind of a basic ass name, but I think it works because it's kind of like a Robin Hood story about this character named Cecilia Humphreys, who is basically trying to just take back from millionaires that are kind of scamming everyone. She kind of basically is taking money back from Jeff Bezos in a weird way. I don't name him. It's not actually him in the script. Don't worry. Jeff, don't sue me, okay, buddy? It has nothing to do with you other than you're a millionaire and... Oh, no, you're a billionaire. Oh, my God. And she just... Yeah, Jeff, there's not that many billionaires, so it's not you. The character's changed. I'm just... You're there. You're an example. And she's just trying to basically steal from billionaires the way they steal from the poor, sadly. I was inspired by Booksmart. I want, like, the female friendship of that. And Zola. I'm not sure if you've seen that A24 movie that's based on a Twitter thread. Because there is a stripper scene. Because I really like when, like, people reclaim their sexuality. Yeah. So it's also kind of about, like, me rambling on about my script. This is probably why I got a B+. I'm not the greatest at pitching. And my script doesn't make a ton of sense unless you're me. So, that's not really good to sell. But I'm still going to probably be working on this script. Because honestly, when the time came to have an idea, I didn't really have one. Sometimes as a writer, you just can't sleep because people are in your head. Whether that be like friends of yours that are just like, hey, that sounds bad. I don't really dream about my friends. But as a writer, you kind of like rethink. Also I do method acting, so this might like play into it. But you kind of rethink your whole day or play a lot with the what ifs. So anywho, as I'm trying to sleep for the past couple months, hasn't really been happening more so, I've been dreaming about this character that's just a boss ass bitch, like for real. Like she's all of the people in Ocean's 8. just a warrior of her times, just kind of killing it. Girl boss. Girl boss got like... Gas keep, oh my God, you know what I'm trying to say, Jesus. Her way through life, because she can. She uses her looks and uses her just femininity to just prey upon people that think she's dumb. Kind of in a promising young woman type of way, which is kind of interesting. Because I like all these movies I've been referencing. Duh. Yeah, but anyway, that's not what the script is kind of about, but at least this character's been in my head for a while, and I'm trying to understand her. What I did at the beginning, which I think was very helpful, was like write monologues based off of her. And in the iteration of the script that I'm on, I don't think it's really her, which sucks, but I think that it's a person that I like still. And I think that if you don't like your main character, I think you're doing something wrong. Even if they're like a Bonnie and Clyde type, you still gotta love them. Even though my character does not kill anyone, even though I think that would be cool. In like a not like life-threatening, like fake way. Not in a real life way. Okay, calm down there. Anywho, I need to work more on that script. It deals with like NFTs and like the whole Reddit and like GameStop situation just because I thought that was funny. So I need to probably rewrite it and I want to maybe try and sell it. I don't know, I just want to get maybe one script fully done. Like 90 to 120 pages fully done. Get that bitch copywritten. Get that girl a boss. Like, so no one can steal it. I forgot the right words. It's Thanksgiving. Okay, it's Christmas. My bad. Jesus. Anywho, I got a B plus in that class because I think a lot of my assignments were just kind of late because I was working on the script because I realized I didn't really have a plot because I didn't really know what my character wanted. And sorry to be like a Debbie Downer, but I kind of hate when your characters just want love. I think that's kind of basic. I mean, yeah. I don't know. So I didn't want her to want that. I wanted her to want it all, but then that's not specific enough. So I had to be very specific, like why does she need the money? What is this going to do? Like why? I kind of just raise the stakes and understand her. And I think in the end, I made things a little bit more clear for me and also for the reader, my professor. But I think I really just need to delve deep into this person's psyche, because right now she just seems pretty passive. Even now with me trying to make her more active. In a lot of the scripts that I read a lot, but in some of the movies that I see, you kind of don't get hooked on the main character right away. And you're like, okay, how can I watch this whole series if I don't like the main person that's telling the story? You really just gotta have something about the main character that you like. And my character, quite honestly, is kind of like an Alex Russo, which I think a lot of people kind of deal with that. Like, they're sarcastic female lead that you don't really have any heart for because she's heartless. And I think that, yeah, I guess, but I think you need to make something special about them, because everyone's special. And your characters need to be as well. Anyway, a little writing tip that I've been just absolutely stumped by, because I really like her, because she's been in my head now for about like 6 months. She's low-key the girl of my dreams, is a fucking character that I'm writing. Not that I'm in love with her, because that's weird. I love her, but not in love. There's a huge difference. Because this character and this whole script, like, you can have it in your head, but it's never going to be the same on your head on paper. Does that make any sense? And I think just kind of, I need to grow out of that, being like, this is what the script is going to be. No. Your script is like your kid. You can't tell your kid what to do and what not to do. You can tell them what you should do and shouldn't, but ultimately, you have to love that kid no matter what happens to that kid, or no matter what the kid is. You gotta love it, because you're a kid. And this is maybe why I shouldn't have kids. But also, maybe I should, because it's funny. This still does not work. I don't know why I keep holding it up like it does. Anywho's, I'm a little upset I got a B+, but also, I should calm down. Anywho, that class was fun. I learned a lot about writing and kind of the process. And I mean, it's kind of tough, these type of classes, because it's more self-reflectory than, like, is that even a word? Than kind of, like, you're physically learning stuff. Like, you're learning stuff, but it's up to you to win in how you apply it. Because everyone is so different with their journey and how they observe and like what feedback they need right now to help them with the problem that they're stuck in. Especially in writing, you can be stuck with a lot. For me, a lot of them is just moving on too quickly to a new script whenever I feel stuck. Being like, oh, I'm writing a script, so I start writing it for about an hour or two. I get stuck, and then I'm like, I have a new idea, and then I just completely switch and forget about the original project I've been working on. That happens way too often. And I don't really know what to do besides, like, just keep revisiting it every day. But then you get sick of it, and then you're like, maybe I'm just dumb, and this was never a great idea. No, don't throw away your work. Also, I don't physically write it down, really. It's on my computer. That's kind of a lie. I have a notebook. Depends on the day. Depends on the mood. Depends on my hands. Anywho, yeah, that was that class. Next class I took was CTVA 309. That was film as literature. That class was pretty fun. Oh, sorry. Just for my first class. Mondays, this theater one, was in person on Mondays and on Zoom Wednesdays from 11 to 12:15. And then the other class was always online from 12:30 to 1:45. So that was very funny to just be like in person, then on Zoom for an hour and a half. And then like, my last class was only on Mondays in person in this big theater, which was really fun. So my professor would usually give a lecture about whatever, about film, about literature, about something, sorry. I was paying attention, I swear. But just kind of getting the rough strokes. She would give me a lecture about something, and then like the homework would be like, read the book, or like read whatever. So there was Emma, there was Persepolis, there was Into the Wild, and just some other stuff. So we would like read the book, and then she would lecture, then we'd watch the movie in class. That class was pretty fun. We had like 3 huge exams. Homework was due by the day of all the exams. And then like I had 3 papers, which is, yeah. What I learned is like how to adapt something, because my next class I'm taking next semester is screenwriting adaptation, something like that. I should really know what it's called, but anywho, So there's different types to adapt. There's different ways to how to adapt something, like borrow. Oh my god. Oh no. Okay. It's like how if you could loosely do it, like The Birds is based off Daphne du Maurier. I think I'm saying her name wrong because I'm not French. But she wrote The Birds, which is a short story about this guy. You know The Birds, right? Yeah. I didn't want to fully make my brain hurt and think again, because I love not thinking right now. Currently, it's the best. Anywho, Daphne wrote this whole script about the bird, just birds that randomly attack people. Crazy beans. Anywho, Hitchcock made the movie, and it doesn't have the same characters as Daphne's script. So basically, it's an adaptation, but it's a loose adaptation because the premise is still kind of the same. So there's different ways to adapt it. Then like Call the Wild, Into the Wild. Oh gosh, they just kind of took out John, the author. It's like narration and kind of switched it a bit. Yeah. So there's different ways to adapt something, which I think I learned. Still processing it because I need to watch more movies and read more like stuff based off something else. And I might be working on a main channel video because this year, I don't know if anyone noticed, but a lot of plays are being adapted from plays to movies. Like The Father, The Humans, other ones. Dear Evan Hansen, like the musicals too. Oh my god, I think we all collectively forgot that Dear Evan Hansen came out this year. Anywho, yeah, so I've been thinking about that a lot and kind of what I learned in that class and kind of just the part of my brain that's been turned on to that kind of type of interest has been helppful. I got an A in that class. Boom. That was like my schedule on Mondays and Wednesdays. The theater class, and then the screenwriting class, and then the film literature class. But mind you, that was only on Mondays, so Wednesday, I got like a chill day Wednesdays. Tuesday morning, I took a queer studies class, 369, about, oh gosh, what is it called? Oh, the nature of the queer. This class was very interesting. It talks about like trans issues, and just like a bunch of issues that you never really think about. Like I'm 20, right? So, and I'm cool. I know I'm pretty liberal and stuff, and I like to fight for people, and anyway, it was just a good class to take because a lot of the stuff I never really thought about like trans men who get pregnant, or like just problems that come when like raising a family even, which is so tough, and also like how we learn about sex, and like how kind of sexist it is, and how like my fallopian tubes that I have in my body named after a man, like a bunch of like just weird inherent, like not directly, I don't know how to phrase this. Just some stuff you never really thought about that you kind of just grow up around, and just kind of when people point it out being like, why is that this way? You're like, I don't know, just the way it is. And then you take a look behind the curtain and you're like, wow, okay, so we do live in a patriarchy. Wow, the society, yikes. Anyway, that class was pretty chill. It was every other Tuesday, basically. We'd do Zoom calls in the morning at 9:30 to 10:45. It was pretty cool. I did like an art project at the end, and I just made a PowerPoint, because I really fuck with PowerPoints. You'll maybe see in the main channel, I'm making a PowerPoint. We'll see if that video ever gets uploaded. Honestly, I've been kind of chilling. So we'll see. I got an A in that class. Last but not least is my theater class, 308A. The A stands for acting. And this is the third, nope, it was 208A, my bad, 208. So this is the second class. It was like character and text. So, in this class, I did 3 scenes. People were only supposed to do 2, but I did an extra one. But I basically learned about acting. Since I've been doing method acting now for, Jesus Christ, 5 years now. Almost. I knew a lot, so kind of coming into this class, kind of being like, I know some stuff, not like in like a bragging type of way, because I'm really engaged with acting and I really like it, and I really like stage acting in particular. But this was on Zoom, which sucked, but it was fine. I did a scene from I and You, which I now really want to do that play for realsies. And then I did Proof, which is a scene that I was already working, a different scene, but I've already been working on that play for a while. But I was playing the other character, so it was fun to kind of switch it up. And then a new play called Stop Kiss, and I really want to do that play as well. Maybe. I think I just want to produce it, because I don't really want to act in it, no offense. But like, there's the... Sorry to the writer. I really like it, honestly. I'll be honest, and I like it. But here's the thing about that play. I like Sarah and Callie, their relationship is great, but just kind of the structure of the play is hard as my level now with acting, because I don't want to spoil it. But just kind of the highs and lows, and the acting is very subtle, and I think I can get that, but I don't think I could get, like, yeah, the spoiler alert, I don't want to, I'll just spoil it, okay, I'll spoil it, whatever. One of them gets seriously hurt, so I'm not sure if I could, like, play that, as well as just, like, you know, just, and then next scene, I know me, I would probably break. I'll be like, dead. She's not dead, but like, you know, the lights would cut, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm good. Like, you would just hear something, because it would just take a lot for me to kind of go to those sides, those places. Anywho, good play, decent read. I really want to see it though. Like, I mean, I did the scene, so like I know it, but I didn't see the whole play so I could really feel the characters. Like, while reading it, analyzing it, yes, but I think just as an audience member, I really want to see this. Sandra Oh was actually the original, was in it, so that's cool to know. Yeah, so that was that class. It was a ton of fun. It was Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 4:45, so like a 3-hour class, basically, a little bit less. And it'll be fun, because you gotta, like, watch other people work and understand, and it was just cool. Everyone there was a vibe. Just kind of acting and doing some acting exercises. Acting on Zoom, and just if you take an acting class, it's kind of strange, but honestly, I fuck with it a lot. I got an A in that class as well, because I did an extra scene when I didn't need to, because, I don't know. Also, I really just care about acting, and, yeah, I don't think I missed a single day in that class. Good for me. The other ones, I did miss one, I think, in all of them, except for the Queer Studies one. Or maybe I missed 2, because I have some news. The reason I haven't really been uploading on this channel, or the other one, is because I've been busy. But, instead of kind of just saying that loose excuse, I've been working on projects. I'm in film, and also this is why I kind of like a camera, and I think YouTube is great for anyone who wants to be interested in film. I've been on sets a lot. Ever since, like, my birthday, October 16th, I've kind of just, like, been on X Games mode in a weird way. Like, I really feel like I've never really stopped, really, because I feel like if I stop, I'm going to crash, which is probably not the best thing to say and to feel, but honestly, I'm having a ton of fun. I'm meeting a lot of people, making a lot of friends, having a bunch of experiences. Not like it's weird because I'm in college, but I never feel like I've gotten the full college experience because I don't go drinking and stuff like that, because I don't feel the need to. I feel fine when I'm by myself, which I think is good, and I think people usually drink to escape or to, like, get out of their head. But I've lived in here a while. I think we all have during the pandemic. And honestly, this place is not that scary. It's just kind of annoying. So, anywho, not to, like, at anyone. Yeah. So, I've been a PA now on, I think it was 4 sets. 4 sets. So, basically, every single weekend, I would just be a PA. Yeah. 2 or 4 TV pilots at my school. All of them were, like, related to school in some way. And then 2 was for TV. Yeah, all 4 of the PA sets I've been on, all have been TV. Because just saying at at my school, and I didn't say what school, at my school, sometimes I feel like everyone's kind of divided, especially in the arts. We don't hate each other, I don't think, but we just don't get a chance to kind of intermingle. And that's been very tough. So, anywho, TV people, love y'all. film people love y'all too. I feel like there are different standards and there's different, like, acceptability in these two programs, which is weird. Not saying that, like, one's mean and one's nice. Not saying that. But there's definitely, like, a competitiveness or, like, a collaborativeness difference in these two programs. And I think I can say that because I'm in screenwriting, so I'm not even, like, talking to you. I'm not even, like, part of y'all. But I'm good friends with everyone now, so that's good. Anywho, so I was a PA on 4 different shoots, which was pretty fun. And then earlier in December, and kind of, like, ever since November, kind of October-ish, I've been a CCO, which is a COVID compliance officer, on this film, senior thesis, directed by Abigail Solomon. Let's go! Let's go! I've been a CCO. I was a CCO for her set, Dahlia's Monsters, coming out not so soon because we just finished production, so now they're in post, so I'm not sure how long that's going to take, but probably a while. And that was a ton of fun. We shot for like 6 days straight, right before finals, which wasn't the best time, but it also wasn't the worst of times. But it was a ton of fun for me personally, being on like that level of set. It was a pretty big cast. All the 4 sets I worked on before had about like just 20-ish people, and kind of going up to 30, 35, 40. It was just kind of fun to kind of low-key manage or just do my thing and meet everyone. Yeah, kind of what's been happening. That wrapped, I believe, on the, I don't even know what day it is today, barely. I know it's Christmas, it's the 25th. Wrapped like 2-ish weeks ago. A little bit more. And then after that, I went straight into finals, and then I've kind of just been chilling. But also, whenever I say chillin', I don't really mean that. Yeah, besides that, I have other projects kind of coming up. I just noticed how bad the lighting is, so you'll never know that I'm actually, like, a film major. I just didn't, not to say I didn't care. I don't know. I hope, this feels homemade to me, so. It is homemade. You're legit in my room. I'm not a conglomerate. It's a room that you're in my bedroom. So it's great. Anywho, kind of what's coming up for me, which I am stressed about, but I'm fine because as a CCO, the negative mindset really helps for tests. It's a very funny joke. Hopefully everyone, oh my god, if any of my friends from set, also I think you're my genuine friends now, it's also something I need to like compute, is watching this. Hi, what are you, okay, great. Hi. I'm working on all 4 senior thesis projects, and there's only 4 per semester, or, you know, I'm working on all of them, basically. All of them that I can, I'm working on all of them as a CCO, and CCO is not my dream role, but I think I do a pretty damn good job of it, and also, I'm in screenwriting, so there's no real rhyme or reason for me to be on these sets, and this job, no one really wants to do. So I'm certified, and I've got it, and I'm doing it. But I think if you're looking to hire me for a CCO, I'll do it for money. But I don't think I'm going to do it again after these projects. Because it's a lot of time, a lot of mental space. And honestly, no offense to everyone I just met, but I kind of just met y'all. Like, not even a month ago. Kind of intermittently. So I would love to kind of just do something else. It depends on who asks. Depends on who asks. Yeah, but I think I'm going to be a CCO for these 4 projects. So far on my resume, if anyone's looking at it, if anyone cares about it, PA 4 times, CCO 4 times. And then the next things I'm kind of working on is kind of 3 different things on the low. Kind of like 95, because I promised a lot of friends, but also some of these are never going to happen. But I know that the 4 senior projects, I'm like 99% sure all of them are going to happen. I mean, COVID is getting worse as of really recently, so we'll see. So there's some drama. Not really. I don't really care about drama. I watch reality TV shows instead of living in the drama. Kind of. Anywho, So after, because all of those are shooting is all of January. So basically my whole break is kind of not a break. It's kind of just working, which I don't mind. I think I'm a workaholic, honestly. Better than alcoholic, hee hee. Because I'm not 21 yet. Also, I don't drink anyways, so yeah. Anywho, so yeah, basically the whole break is working on 3 other films, which can't wait. I hope that I thrive on set. If I don't, maybe do not tell me that right now. Maybe yeah. So it's also good to just see what the set life environment is, because I'm in screenwriting and there's kind of a lot of opportunity there, because I can also like market myself as like a writer instead of just like as a film person, because basically all of us are going to be starting out as PAs in the beginning. I mean, everyone has their own journey, but PAs in the beginning or whatever you want to do in the future, blah blah blah. You're kind of just little stepping stones. So me being in screenwriting, I feel like I have more options, and especially because my minor is theater, acting, and directing. So you can tell I like all 3, acting, directing, writing. But being on set made me realize, no tea or shade to the director. Abigail, I love you, you know that. But I just didn't understand what your job was. I don't think I understood a lot of these jobs before like actually being on set. And I feel like that's a big misconception that people have about film. Anywho, nothing wrong with that. I just think that I realized I really want to rather be, instead of just the director, it's a lot of work, but instead of just being a director, I maybe want to be the first AD. That sounds like a job I would love, but also I realized that you're a good AD if you're stressed all the time. Yeah, and then another job also that looking pretty nice is producing. So kind of those are the next 2 things I'm kind of focused on after these projects. That's why I kind of bring it up. And directing, maybe. I really gotta like the script and have a vision for it, because, you know, being in film school and just having like even friends that aren't even in the school, but they see you on social media being like, oh wow, you're doing stuff, can you help me with the project? Or kind of just getting like reached out to by friends being like, oh, you do this, can you do this for me? What are you gonna say, no? I mean, I guess if you had boundaries you could say no, but just kind of understanding that where my, like, setting some boundaries for me is good. And I think that I can't direct something unless I like the script. And if I write it and I have a vision, I'll do it. But no tea or shade, but someone asked me to direct their piece and I did not really like their script. And I had like 1 idea. But I did not want to go through all that, like, effort if I didn't really feel confident in the script. Especially as someone studying screenwriting, I think the script is the most important thing. Even though I know my scripts aren't all the greatest, but I can be quirky about it and critique it. Yeah. Anywho, so I'm just kind of more so thinking that first AD and producing looks really cute to me right now. We'll see if I'm even good at that stuff. Anyway, the next thing stuff I'm working on is YouTube. I mean, I made this. I know this isn't like a year-end wrap up, but this year I've kind of been slacking at the podcast this season. Excuse me. It hasn't really been interviewing my friends, and it hasn't been weekly. So I know. But I hope that this season will only have max of 15 episodes. Hopefully there does not need to be a season 3. It means we'll get out of this pandemic. Oh my god, I can't even. Don't want to talk about it. And I have other ideas for podcasts, because I like to talk, and I feel bad for, like, making my friends, like, talk to me for hours. Especially the ones I just kind of made friends with, talk to them for hours and kind of trauma dump everything onto them. It's not that cool, but I'm really thankful for them. You know who you are. Who I talked to for a long time when you were writing an essay. Sorry, but thank you. That was very fun. So anyway, I can just talk for hours, and why not hopefully be educational and helpful. Anyway, if you want me to talk about whatever you want me to talk about, email me at athenareadthispodcast@gmail.com. And if you're listening to it this far, you have to email me. Them's the rules, babes. That's the rules. You gotta email me now. Yeah, just how it goes. Yeah. So after realizing that I really want to be an AD and a producer, at least try it out, next up is producing a film that I was producing with Cinema Club, because I run a bunch of clubs at campus. in my free time, outside of those class schedule that I have, every day I kind of have a meeting, I have a meeting with the clubs that I run, or the clubs that I'm just a part of, that I go to and talk to other creatives and just kind of talk about what I'm learning, which is a lot of fun. And our production got canceled because of, honestly, too much stuff. Like, it's not that much tea, but it's just kind of annoying. Anyway, I still have faith in the writer and the director, and we're just trying to get the crew back together, and I'm producing it because I think I could be a good producer, and I was on a set for for the TV thesis, and I was talking to the producer, and she was kind of helping me out and giving me feedback on what I could do better, and she's like kind of a role model to me, or like a film buddy of mine now, which is cool. I know I can text her being like, hey, am I doing this right? Or like, just kind of getting some feedback, because I know, like, I'm in college and no one can really hold your hand, but it's at least good to kind of, like, check in every once in a while being like, hey, am I an asshole, or is that a good decision? Because producers, you really gotta just believe in yourself and do it, get down to it. So, I'm executive producing that. And then I'm also trying to produce something else made by my friend Sam. Sam, if you're listening to this, thank you. Sam's also been on the podcast season 1. Sam Smart, everybody. She's going to be running this whole world, I swear. Great, great, great gal. Also, Sam, I swear to God, if you make that, if you don't, Sam. Because sometimes, like, I don't know if anyone knows about the Gus Johnson situation. I have no connection. But it's funny because everyone that's associated with him is like, oh, I never said he was a good guy. And then there's like footage of people being like, he's so good. Sam, I swear to God, I don't think you're going to do anything wrong. But do not make me regret saying that. I don't think you are. Love you, Sam. Sam. Anywho, Samantha G. Smart, amazing person. Don't make me regret saying that. She's working on this project. I want to be a producer, possibly. I gotta fill that stuff out that Sam... right now, I'm actively avoiding a message from Sam, so shout out. I'll do it tomorrow. Sam, it's Christmas. Yeah. Well, she didn't text me on Christmas, but I just need to fill out the thing for the producing thing. Anywhoosies. Yeah. And then the last thing, I'm writing a script called No Power. I used to write every single day, like 5 to 10-ish pages, really late at night, and now I kind of stopped doing that, but I've been kind of still writing every day, but not that quantity, because also the ideas used to just flow out much easier, and now it's a little bit, like, harder, I guess, maybe because of stress, maybe because I have, like, a million things on my mind, but, I wrote this it was, like, just a prompt. It's called No Power. I thought it was really funny. It was just basically, the power's out, and the girl's really stressed, and she's kind of having a mental breakdown in the middle of, like, having no light. And I thought that this script would be a great thing to adapt, but, hey, because I wrote it as a play, because that would be really funny, because I did sketch comedy writing at Second City for a bit, and they have, like, this thing where, I forgot what it's called. Oh, no. I forgot. Not tags. That's not what it's called. But like little things in between big scenes to just like kind of give an audience like a new situation to think about. I forgot what it's called. Oh God. But originally I thought it'd be funny if like the lights are out because like people were like they're moving the set and stuff, and you had like a little I forgot what it's called. Like a little scene come out, and this girl's like, oh my God, where's the power? Oh no. That was, like, the original idea in, like, the minute I got the prompt. And then I wrote a long script, not exactly like that. Definitely took a different turn. And now I'm adapting that 5 pages into a 5-page film. 5-page film. 5 minutes film? Maybe 8 minutes? I don't know. I'm still rewriting and rewriting because you need a plot. Sorry to say. And it's also tough to write a plot in, like, 5 to 8 pages. So I'm reworking it, and my goal is to kind of is to film that soonish. I have a friend named Selene, and she's been writing and directing her own stuff for really cheap, and I'm gonna try to get her advice on how to make mine cheap, and I'm going to try to submit that film to festivals, because on my main channel I've made some films, and it's been for funsies and also for class, but I really want to do it just for me personally. Like, there's a difference between for fun, and obviously for class is different, but for fun and for, like, yourself, to make yourself feel proud. Of course you should be proud of everything you make, but I think, like, spending a couple months and working with a huge crew, and all the stuff I make is either just me or one other person. So kind of using, like, 8 to 10 people with crew, and then, like, 2 cast, and I don't want to act in it. Maybe, but I don't think so. I really want to be behind the camera on it and see what I could do behind the camera. See what I could do when no one's watching, but people are listening. Hopefully, I'm good at my job. Yeah, so I have those 3 projects kind of on the side. Then I was talking to my friend Ashling about another project that we just thought would be really cool to make, and we kind of got connected through, like, a mentor of ours, which is pretty cool. We saw West Side Story recently. Yeah, so kind of like 4-ish, kind of just 3 solid projects that, like, for sure are going somewhere. I'm not saying the other things aren't. And then also, I got into a really long talk with some friends a couple weeks ago, maybe a week ago. I don't know. Not that long ago, but not too short ago. But we were just kind of saying how we want to do stuff, obviously, make content, do things that we want to do, and we kind of just started a whole circle jerk. And it's maybe not the right word, but circle of just like, come on, you got it, you could do it. Oh, you want to do that project? I'll help you with that. You help me with this, and just kind of like planning a shit ton of things that I think maybe have no merit or like no like ground in it, but I've been kind of calling these people being like, hey, so when are you gonna do your thing? When are you gonna do it? Did you want to make a web series? Bestie, what are you doing right now? You're watching YouTube? Turn this shit off. We're gonna be making YouTube shit. Because I don't want to think about my stuff that I have going on, so I help other people. Also, I think what's really great, I will never shut up about this movie. Shiva Baby. It's a great film. Watch it on HBO Max. Support it. I have a poster. There's my lock screen. I met Emma Sogman. Crazy. No, she won't remember me, so I should probably stop saying that. But I went to her Q&A and tagged her, and anyway, asked her a question. She lives in LA now, so I really could meet her again. She's cool. She's like, I really want her to be my mentor and friend. I don't know. Anywhoosies, so she wrote Shiva Baby. It was a short film. It was a senior thesis at NYU. Also, I want to go to NYU for grad school, so I really should become friends with Emma. I don't know how to, though, because I'm, like, obsessed. But not in a, like, creepy way. Just in a, like, a I'm proud of you way, even though I don't know you. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird, but whatever. Emma, after watching this, hi! That's all I want to say, I guess. But also tell me if this story is wrong. I've been telling everyone this, so I'm so sorry if I got this wrong. But it was her senior thesis, I believe, Shiva Baby, which is a short film that she made. It was like 7 minutes. And then Rachel Sennett starred in it. Rachel Sennett, icon. I actually know of Emma Sugman through Rachel Sennett on Twitter, so shout out Twitter and shout out Rachel Sennett. And because I like stand-up. And anyway, it's just a whole, we love that. It's a small world, huh? Anywho, Emma Sogman wrote Shiva Baby, the senior thesis, and then she was telling Emma was telling herself, and also Rachel Sennett, being like, hey, I want to make this into a feature film. And then Rachel was like, okay, bestie, bet. And kind of like every month or whatever would be like, hey, so how are you doing with your script? And then Emma, I assume not to call you being like, not to like say you don't do your stuff. Emma, I know you do, probably. But if I was Emma, if someone called me being like, hey, how's your script going? I would be like, oh, what script? Who's that? Kind of just, they're like encouraged each other to finish their script. Or maybe more so Rachel encouraged Emma to write her damn script. And then they made it into a movie. And look, now it has Oscars buzz. Woo! So, yeah, I've been trying to be the Rachel Sennett in my friends' lives. If I could say that. Rachel Sennett, what an icon, huh? Yeah. So, that's kind of what's been going on in my life. Kind of a semester recap and in general update. I hope to make more of these podcasts. They honestly don't take me too long. I just don't really like to do them. Not in like a like, I hate talking to myself type of way. I just feel like when I rewatch this back, I look so stupid. So that's very fun. I need to really get over that because I really like doing this, even though I legitimately just said I don't like it. I like the filming part. I don't like the editing part, even though I think I'm a decent editor. I just don't like seeing me again. So that's very fun, even though I barely edit these podcasts, and you can probably tell. Anywho, I will hopefully have a podcast out on the 1st, because it will be my New Year's resolutions, and I'll kind of be reiterating the future projects, maybe have some updates, because next week I have a ton of meetings to go to about some of these projects. Actually, most of them I'm having a meeting in the next week. So probably updates there and kind of just my real New Year's resolutions. 22 of them, because it's going to be 2022, baby. So yeah, and on my main channel I'll hopefully have a video coming out soon about like fake New Year's resolutions. Yeah, and then I'll have another episode where I talk about college. That video's been kind of planned for a while, and I'm going to reshoot it because I have some more thoughts about college. So at least this episode and 2 more, so that will be 10, and we'll see if I want to go up to 15. We'll see what happens. No real promises, because I said it was weekly, and it's not weekly. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Maybe one day I'll figure out how to work this microphone or a microphone into this. Happy holidays, everybody. Bye.